Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on Peter Herman Adventures. It's the very end of November, and I'm up here at what's it called again? Fort Apache. Yeah, that's right. and it's very dirty today. I don't think I'll be able to get you any good footage. I'm only up here for one reason, and that's to collect some jigs. There's a very snaggy spot here that I know of that's eaten a few of my jigs this year. I imagine it's eaten a few other people's jigs too, so I'm gonna head down there and see if I can find a few to replenish my stocks. See you in the water. It is very cold in there. Kind of feels like I've got knives stabbing my face where the skin is exposed. It's just too much to juggle a GoPro and try and rescue these lures, so I'm just gonna put the GoPro down and swim around for a bit. Alright, I think I'm cold enough for one day. So I've been here on the far side of Fort Apache, and right here in the middle of this pool, there's a slanted log there. And I'll show it to you guys. I cleaned a whole pile of stuff off of it. And I tried to get it out of the mud to sort of remove it from the pool, but I can't. So that log will be there and continue to catch gear, unfortunately. Yeah, see this log right here. Oh man, having technical difficulties. This log right here, I just can't get it out. I tried to break it. I'll try a little bit more. Maybe I'll get it free. But it catches all the stuff that gets cast out this way, and it's just below the surface. So, oh well, I'll give it a try. See if I can remove it. Well, the good news is I was successful. This big beast of a log was sticking out of the sand here, and sticking out of the sand, just grabbing all the gear everybody threw this way. So I'm gonna send this guy on his way down the river, and yeah, at least there's one big obstacle gone. But I have to tell you, there's still a lot of sticks and rocks over here. This is a spot that will take your gear quite happily. Well, I didn't bring a bag over there with me, so I'm gonna go across and retrieve that big haul of treasure. There it is, my haul. I'll take this all apart and show you guys later what I found. Whew, it is chilly. My fingertips are freezing, or I have holes in my gloves. And my face is completely numb. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. A couple more dives, then I can go home for a hot shower. Alright, that's it for another episode. When I get home, I'm going to dry out all those jigs, take them apart, and then I'll show you what I found today. I think it's good news that I was able to remove that one big snag there. That just saved some people a few dollars. In case you're wondering, well, I know you're wondering, most of my viewers are fishermen. I didn't see any nice fish in here. There were a few zombies bumping around, but nothing worth catching that I saw today. Mind you, the visibility is so poor that I could have a fish 3 feet away and I would never see it. So that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time. So this is what we got. It's kind of a goopy, messy pile. I'm going to take that apart, clean it out, and then we'll see what I ended up with. Alright, so I got that big mess all cleaned up, and this is what we ended up with. A few Colorado blades, pile of hooks, some of them barbed, some of them wildly inappropriate. I mean, this thing is like sturgeon size with a wire leader on it. Here's another enormous hook. This one's barbed. It's kind of sad to see people using this kind of stuff in a world-class salmon fishery like we have in the Vedder River. Yeah, a few pieces of lead, a few spoons, a few spinners, and then a whole pile of jigs. So here we are. I'll show you all of them. Now you're probably wondering which one of these would I use to actually fish with. Well, they're all fishable. They're all gonna catch fish on the right day in the right conditions. I've always been partial to blue jigs, like black with a little bit of blue flash. So this kind of color, this bright blue flash with the black, I really like the way they look. I don't know if the fish really like the way they look, but I think when they're in the water, they really look like a little swimming bait fish. But go figure, one of my best days jigging this year was on a jig very similar to this, kind of an olive green. So you never know what they're gonna like on a particular day. Same thing with the jigs as the other lures. I'm kind of disappointed that I'm seeing a lot of barbed gear in the river. So like this one, I don't know how well you can see it on the video. That one's fully barbed. I would say maybe out of these, I got 45 jigs, and maybe 4 or 5 of them, the barbed was not pinched at all. But there were also a lot of jigs with partially crimped barbs. So like if you look at this one, again, I don't know how good my macro is on this, but it's pinched, but it's not pinched all the way. A conservation officer would call that a barbed hook, and you'd get a fine for it. And out of all of these jigs, probably half of them are not pinched properly. There's still a burr left on the barb, and that makes about half of them in this pile illegal. And again, it's kind of disappointing to see that. Would be nice if everybody played by the rules and only fished with truly barbless gear. So all in all, a really good haul. It's about 60 lures, maybe $300 worth for spending an hour in the river. Pretty happy with that.